Today we are going to learn about what does it mean must and have to, also how we use them. Today I have a bit sign about traffic, and before the fix it, let's learn about what does it mean must. Is there anyone has an idea about must? How we use must? Yes, obligation. Yes, necessity. Kids, we use must in English. Must expresses a strong obligation and necessity. But the must shows that the obligation and necessity comes from the speaker, okay? Like an example, I must call my dad. Today is his birthday. The speaker said that I must call my dad. This is her or his obligation. Okay? Yes, must is strong obligation or necessity, but they are coming from the speaker. Okay? This is important for us because we have also have to, and there is a slight differences between them. For must, let's see here. Also for must, we say yes for obligation, yes for necessity, but these obligations and necessities come from the speaker's mouth, okay? The speaker's obligation, we can think that. Or the teacher said to you, you must do your homework. Okay? This is obligation, but the teacher said that, okay? Or you think about you have sibling, sister, and your dad or your mom said that you must be kind for your sister, okay? We can say that the must is an obligation, comes from speakers. So, if you want, don't do that, but it would be better if you do that. Let's check out what does it mean have to or has to. Before, let's see the signs here. And yeah. Do you see the zebra cross here? So you must use zebra crossing. You must use zebra crossing. We can say that if you want, don't use, but it would be better for you if you use. So this is obligation, but for speaker, okay? Also, we can say that maybe be quiet in the class. See, you must be quiet in class. Yeah, let's check out what does it mean have to, how we use have to in English. Have to Kids, there is an important issue. In English we have auxiliary verbs and main verbs. Do not think about have to is an auxiliary verb, okay? Have to isn't auxiliary verb. Have to is like main verb. Not actually, but not an auxiliary verb. We use have to. Do you have any idea about have to? How we use it? Yes, obligation again. Yes. Have to express obligation and necessity also, like must, but there is a slight differences between them. We said that must shows that the obligation and necessity come from speaker, but in have to, the obligation and necessity come from outside, okay? Outside. Like, we can think that, like, rules, merely. So, for have to, we can say obligation, we can say necessity, but come from outside, okay? Because we said that must, for must, the obligation come from speaker's mouth, okay? But in have to, the obligation should come from outside. So let's give an example about have to. Do you have any idea? Yes, school uniforms, isn't it? The minister said us, students, you have to wear uniform for school. Let's write it down. You have to wear uniform in school. Yeah, this is not our obligation. Like must. I said to you before, yeah, if you want, you can't, you don't do, but it would be better if you do. But in here, no choice. Because the obligation comes from outside. So we have to do that. Have to do that, okay? For a positive one, we say have to wear. For negative one, for example, you don't have to wear uniform in home. Yes. You don't have to. This is our auxiliary verbs. That's why I told you at the first, have to isn't auxiliary verb. You don't have to wear uniform in home. Okay? For question, like present simple again, the form, do you have to wear uniform in school? Yes, we see. Like simple present tense also. We have perfect detail about that. What is the difference between must and have to? Must, for must, yes, this is also an obligation, but the obligation comes from speaker. For have to or has to for he, she, it. And have to and has to comes from outside. Also, for our obligation in past, we can use have to, but we can't use must, okay? There is no past form for must, but we can say had to. Have to, because have is basic infinitive and had is verb to, past form. So let's see here again. I said that that. You mustn't sit in plane without seat belt. Okay? Because this is forbidden. You can't fly like that. You need to sit and you must wear seat belts. Let's see here. Don't turn right. Yes. Smoke. You mustn't smoke. You mustn't smoke. Also, we have no cycle. You mustn't use cycle. We have this one. Don't enter. You mustn't enter. It's forbidden, okay? We have foods here, and you mustn't eat and drinks, okay? You mustn't eat and drink. Yeah. That's like that. If we summarize, must and have to, we have differences. The obligation comes from a speaker, the obligation comes from outside. We can use in past, we can't use in past. Thank you for watching me, and I have worksheets about must and have to. Let's do this for a homework and let me check tomorrow.